guys, welcome back to Ninjago News TV. I've watched episode 92 a few times now, and dang, I've got a lot to talk about here. Episode 92 contains some of the most tragic scenes in the season, if not the series. Please note that the video will contain major spoilers for certain characters and Season 9 as well, and I advise you to leave if you don't like spoilers or haven't seen the episode yet. With that said, let's start the analysis. In Ninjago, the episode picks up where the last one left off. Hirumi quickly exposes Mistake, and Skylar is briefly captured. However, Mistake transforms into a true Oni form, showing the fanbase what an Oni really looks like. She fights against the Sons of Garmadon generals and gets Skylar close enough to touch Garmadon. Skylar does so and flees. However, Mistake is captured, and it is implied that she is killed. Skylar retreats to the Resistance base, where she struggles to take control of the Colossus. Eventually, she does so, and a power struggle breaks out between Garmadon and Skylar. Hirumi, fearing for their lives, advises Garmadon to escape. He refuses, and instead, Hirumi leaves herself. Hirumi ziplines to a nearby building and enters it. She witnesses a kid being separated from his family, the same way she was as a child. Not wanting the kid to suffer the same fate, she unites them and helps them escape from the building. However, Hirumi is trapped inside, and she moves to the roof. She shares one final lock of the eyes with Lloyd, before the Colossus strikes the building and it falls, presumably killing Hirumi. Garmadon notices and expresses sadness, then proclaiming that he will destroy the city. Skylar is additionally poisoned by Garmadon's destructive powers. The ninja must save her by getting the powers out of her body. Meanwhile, in the first realm, the marooned ninja noticed Faith, who has been left out to supposedly feed the wild animals. The ninja attempted to save her, but it's a trap, and they are quickly captured. The Dragon Keeper set up camp, and Faith immediately exposes Iron Baron for his true motives. However, Iron Baron immediately silences any spark of rebellion, and the ninja and Faith remain chained up. Suddenly, Wu regains his memories, and he leaps down, growing a mustache and goatee and transforming into a young adult. He fights the Dragon Keepers and Iron Baron, but he makes a truce with the Baron. If Wu retrieves the armor for Iron Baron, the latter will send the ninja home. Wu agrees to the terms, and the two set out for the armor. I loved this episode, and there were so many amazing things about it. We finally got to see the true appearance of an Oni. Mistake looked like some weird cross between Pilot Garmadon and Black Panther, but that being said, she looked super demonic and was amazing. That fight in itself was awesome too. In addition, the Mask of Deception was destroyed, which is something we haven't seen yet. Ultraviolet also got flung across the city, which was pretty funny to watch. But, all jokes aside, I love the power struggle between Skylar and Garmadon. It highlighted these two characters especially, and loved seeing Garmadon's struggle to control the Colossus. Even the first realm storyline was cool in some ways. I love the scene where Faith exposed Iron Baron for his true motives. We saw that the Dragon Keepers had the potential to turn good, and that Iron Baron really is a bad guy. Teen Wu becoming young adult Wu was also awesome, and his flashbacks. I love the callbacks with him getting the sensei hat and his staff. Now for the big part, Hirumi's death. I love that scene, and for me, it was the third saddest scene in Ninjago, losing only to big scenes like Garmadon's sacrifice and Zane's death. The parallel to what happened to her as a child was beautiful and unbelievably emotional, not to mention that final eye lock with Lloyd. We got to see that there was still good left in her, and I love that she died in that way. She died in a way where it was hard to tell if she was still evil or had turned good. A lot of you think that she could come back, but I highly doubt it. But that's a video for another time. Now for my cons. Not much happened in the first realm, though in all honesty, Ninjago was so great that it made up for it. The episode name also has little relevance, considering Faith wasn't actually saved, and most of the action happened in Ninjago. Even the action in the first realm wasn't about saving Faith. I was also confused as to why the ninja just let themselves get captured and didn't even put up a fight against the Dragon Keepers. I mean, episode 87, they were able to defend themselves against the entire army, only losing when the Dragon Bone Blade was brought out. It didn't make sense why they gave up so easily in this episode. And now, I'm going to score the episode. The plot was pretty good for the most part. The Ninjago plot was phenomenal and managed several different aspects, actually. The first realm plot didn't have much going on, but nevertheless was still interesting and fun to watch. My only issue was that the ninja got captured without even a fight. I give the plot 2.25 out of 2.5 fights. And next, characters. Skylar, Mistake, Wu, Garmadon, and Hirumi were all amazing characters. These characters have consistently been that way for the past few episodes. I give characters full points. And action. There was so much action in Ninjago with the Mistake versus Garmadon, and then Skylar versus Garmadon. I give action full points. Lastly, emotion. Of course, we did see Hirumi's death actually on screen. Mistake was presumed to have died too. This episode was extremely tragic with those scenes, so I gave it the full 2.5 points. In the end, this episode gets a 9.5 out of 10 points. I loved the episode, and it easily takes a spot for my favorite episode of Season 9. It's very dynamic and extremely fun to watch and action-packed also. And I can't wait to see episode 83 tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone ever you know. I will be doing some more videos, and I will see you next time.